everybody, and welcome to another episode of It's Morphin Time Podcast. We have a special sponsor sponsoring us for the month of February is Subway Eat Fresh. You can go there and get a footlong for $6, and they have their $5 6-inch combo meal where you can get a 6-inch sub with chips and soda. And with that, I am your host with the most, the magmiest of all magmiest, the titanium motherfucking ranger, Magma Cleric.
And now, no longer sponsored. This podcast is being brought to you by Nightmare Inc. and Magma Cleric Productions. Yes, we created this. Yes, we started this. We love it. Nightmare Inc., just to give y'all a little heads up, we're a promotional company, we're an event planning company, we're a networking company, we're the jack of all trades. So, for all of your promotional needs, please come to us here at Nightmare Inc. And I am the greatest host of all upon this show, just to let y'all know who it is, a.k.a. the Dragon Zord himself, Talos Gundam.
And for all your Morphin Time podcast needs, go to TeePublic, where we are selling shirts, mugs, whatever you want. If you want our pictures, if you want our personalities on it, go to TeePublic. And I am your blood-slinging, enemy-slaying, and just so through the battlefields, Eric, the Wild Red Ranger.
Don't forget Noob.
Hey, I'm working that title on, okay?
Look, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And hey, I'm not the newbiest person anymore. We already had that guy in a couple weeks ago.
True.
But is he here right now?
Hold on. No, I'm smacking our guest space. No, we are guestless today.
Yeah, we are. We're actually guestless today, so it's back to the main three.
It's back to the main three, back to the personal three.
The three amigos.
Yes, the three amigos.
So I do want to start before we get into the topics. Speaking of TeePublic, guys, we actually now have posters on there. I mean, you could get posters of all designs, but they'll be very small. However, these are limited time only posters. Limited time only. So the only time you will have these posters up into the end of March. That means our limited time only shirts are now limited time only posters as well. And we're not talking about the little small ones. You can get a giant wall scroll, the largest poster you can get.
So if you want the three of us staring at you while you go to sleep, go to TeePublic.
Look. You want that legacy Dragon Zord standing above you as you sleep at night. You want that true protection. Get it while it's hot.
No. You want the Wild Red Ranger.
I am actually not going to lie. I do want that legacy Dragon Zord over my bed, but because that.
But do you want? Don't you also want that swordsman from Samurai? I can't remember his name.
You mean
Decker?
Decker, yeah, Decker.
There are so many names that are through my head.
So many names. No, I'm gonna get all three of them before the March is over with. But yes.
Don't we also have our special February?
Yes, we also have the special Valentine's one where you see us chasing our favorite pink Rangers.
And
pink Rangers, you say?
Because I want that myself, just because it is pretty funny.
Right. All right, so welcome everybody to a very special Valentine's Day episode of the podcast.
Yay!
That was me clapping for those of you who have dirty minds.
That was the chibi me in the background.
And so all you fellas out there, get your ladies and grab them close, and you guys hold each other tight and listen to it.
Doing this Isn't this a week ahead before they should be doing this?
Kind of, but hold on. You know what, Paul? Fellas, because simply put, since y'all gonna be listening to this tomorrow, let me tell you something right here, right now. Don't grab your ladies. Go ahead. grab that body pillow. We know you have it here in the closet, of your favorite Pink Ranger or your favorite Yellow Ranger, those
white
females,
in some cases.
or white in some cases, Go ahead and grab it, pull it close, because this is about that time.
Pretty much.
I still had to get mine. I've been using my imagination too much.
Alright, so like I said, grab your ladies, listen to the podcast, and enjoy a very special Valentine's Day podcast.
Y'all hear how Mad McClary over here trying to sound like he from the Sweat Hotel? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm hyped today.
I was trying to go for a little bit of Shaft.
I'm
know.
a little hyped today, so don't mind me. Go ahead. Continue on.
Alright, so let's get this started, and what better way to get this started? So fellas, this is the part where you hide your ladies and pull out your body pillows. We're talking about the hottest female ranger of the Power Ranger seasons. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do it because we do this all the time on the podcast. Let's hit the top 3 hottest female rangers.
I knew this was coming.
Melvin,
I was well
start
prepared.
us off.
Okay, first of all, I must pay homage to the original, to the one that had my heart. Kimberly. Let us go ahead. Let's go ahead and bow our heads in silence for all the 5 seconds. Yes, you see, I counted for 5 seconds. Let me tell you something. Kimberly, dear Jesus, she could get it. She can still get it.
Wow.
She can catch this D. I don't care. Look, I'm sorry. That was too loud. My bad. But,
Well, it might be a bit too loud, but I'm pretty sure people know by now we get loud.
But hey, Kimberly can get it. Not gonna lie, my second one, since we going on Pink,
Or it doesn't necessarily have to be Pink. It can
Any
be
female.
Any female.
Any female.
From Power Rangers. And it doesn't even have to be a Ranger.
Well, look, let me explain to you here then, before I go there.
But it cannot be a villain, though. That's the next topic.
Honorable mention right now is Cat. Because, not gonna lie, Cat had it.
Cat, are we...
The second Pink Ranger.
Second
Oh,
Pink
okay.
Ranger. Cat had it.
I was thinking of SPD Cat. But then
Which brings up my next one. SPD Cat. Now that one right now, that's the reason why she my number 2. Woo! Boy, she made me want to be into furries when I didn't even know what the fuck furry was. I swear. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be black for all of 5 seconds. I know I'm black, but I'm just going to be black. I'm going to be a real Negro for all of 5 seconons. Let me explain this to you. She can get the D. She can get it right now. I'm just being honest. But I ain't never in all my life said to myself, but I'm going to want me an alien. I'm going to want me something strange. But that one right there made me want something strange, boy.
By the way, this is Valentine's Day episode, so please go hide your kids. Hide your kids. I don't want no bad messages saying we're being too bad, foul mouthed. Go hide your kids.
We've been how many episodes and people are still letting their kids watch this?
First 3 episodes I was already bad, so I don't care. I'm the Dragonzord. Y'all gotta know this. But I'm just saying, y'all can't tell me why y'all sitting right here with y'all heads down, trying to look other way.
Whoa. My head's down. I'm embracing this.
Look. I know you're embracing it. Marcus over here acting like, for shame.
We have no shame. We have no shame.
But look, let me tell you something. Boy, ooh, good Lord. But she damn near made number 1. I'm just going to tell you that now. But it was tough. Jesus. Okay, but
number 3. What is your number 3?
But my number 3, which is really my number 1. My number 3 out of them all, and I'm not gonna lie. It was Andros' sister. Now I know before you say anything, yes, she was a villain at one point. Yes, she tried to kill him.
No, she counts because she was the Pink Lost Galaxy Ranger.
But when she became the Pink Lost Galaxy Ranger, when she became that one. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. I guess it's because when she was a villain at the time, I saw her in the spandex. But she had ass for days. Jesus! She had ass for days! And I know where that ass was coming from. That was an ass I just wanted in my lap. Like, she ain't have to do shit else. She could just sit on me, Lord. Like, like, just sit here, baby. Just, hold on. Let me just hold you close. Woo! Okay, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm behaving. Dragon's always good. I'm put the flute to the side. That was a flute. Y'all hear it.
Well, yeah. Flute.
Alright, so I'm gonna take the next one, then we're gonna hand it off to Eric. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and my number 3 for best, the hottest female ranger or female in Power Rangers. Honestly, I love her. I will forever love her. You know, Kimberly, you had my heart, but you made me hit manhood when the Megazord got destroyed and you jumped out and you had them hot pink shorts on and your belly was showing because you had that white,
Let me tell you something. Little boys' balls dropped that day. Their voices got real deep.
Yes, they got real deep.
Look. Parents were trying to figure out, when did your voice get so deep? Mama, I just watched Power Rangers. That was all.
And mamas around the world, you can't watch Power Rangers no more. And Kimberly is played by the most lovely Amy Jo Johnson.
Yes, Miss Amy Jo.
Okay, so my second hottest one actually is a bit of a tie for me.
You and these ties.
Bit of a tie.
You and these ties.
I think you just done to put another person in here.
No, this is a tie for real. It's I think her name is either Mia or Gia from Super Mega Force, the pink one.
The one that we don't.
God, she was the only good thing to watch on Super Mega Force. When she had her own episodes, Okay. So and the one that
our cleric needs to change the pants.
Like, who else was tied?
And the one that ties it is Pink Mega, not Pink Mega Force. That's the same person. The Pink Mystic Force Ranger. Gee golly gee! Holy cow, Batman! I need a new pair of pants for that one.
Look now. I have to agree. The Mystic Force Ranger.
And she was a DJ. A DJ.
That's what kind of made her hot to me. Like she was a DJ. Like, do you know? During this time, I was into music and everything. That shit was a turn on. I'm just saying, to see a woman doing DJ shit, like, I was like, I damn near said, "Will you marry me to the TV?" I'm sorry, that was just me.
I've said, "Will you marry me to the TV?" So I have like at least 5 different cartoon wives and like so many different Power Ranger wives. It's not even funny.
It's not funny. Okay,
Wow,
your number one.
My number one, and a lot of people may disagree with me because she hasn't fully got the shine yet. My new bae, the Pink Ninja Steel Ranger. She can ride my hoverboard any damn time she wants to. I'll hover her over the bed.
Sitting on your shaft.
Shut up! Jesus, we're trying to keep it at least.
We already told the kids to get out of the room.
Look, we're not taking it
Deadpool.
We're not taking it Deadpool R. Like, there's 2 sections.
Hold up, Melvin. Hold up. She is literally my new bae. She's like already has a hoverboard and stuff. Let me just put it to you this way: you would not see me for an entire 10 days. You know Goku from Dragon Ball Z Abridged when Chi-Chi was basically raping him to get another baby? I would be like, when we got done after them 10 days, I would be like, poof. Because there's nothing coming out of me no more. I just, poof.
Look,
Literally just nothing.
I'm just saying, like cat.
Cat ain't got shit on my baby.
Cat. Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I understand how you feel. I understand how you feel before Eric go and just telling you now. Look. I'll admit to it since we gonna go take it. Deadpool or Jesus.
Well,
look, I had.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Deadpool didn't get that bad. It was more of the guts.
I wrote fan fiction for one of my characters where him and Cat got together, and all I'm gonna say is legs were up in the air and they didn't come down till about 2 or 3 chapters later. That's all I'm gonna say. Woo!
Okay.
Praise God.
So I do. Before I want to give it to Eric, I do have to give an honorable mention to a very, very special lady, and that, my friends, is the original Ultra Zord. I would mess that Ultra Zord up. I would mess that Ultra Zord up. That Ultra Zord would be Titanus and Daijujin and Gairujin, the Dragonzord and the Megazord, when they're all combined to form the Ultra Zord, they would be wobbling. That thing is so fucking beautiful. But I digress. Literally, that was just a joke, guys. Don't think I want to F machines around here. Literally, my honorable mention has to go to the lady who helped Tommy and the rest of the Dino Thunder group. I can't remember her name, but she was pretty rocking. All right, Eric, take it away.
Well, first off, I'm going to start my honorable mentions, which I do this for me and a friend of mine up north.
Is it the Ultra Zord? Because that is just this thing of beauty.
No, it's not.
Dang it!
It is Cat from SPD.
Good God! There she is! There she is!
Because I'm pretty sure both me and my friend would be going after her.
Look.
Because both of us have that.
I'm sorry, y'all just gonna catch a Dragonzord tail to the face, cause I got it first. But woo!
That Dragonzord tail, whether it's in Ultra Zord form or not, may have me humping it as come here! I ain't done with you!
Look.
I'm kidding. I love Megazords, but I don't take it that far.
Oh, the fan art if we had more people listening to us.
Jay, you hearing that?
Jay, no, Jay, no. Okay, continue.
You have enough on your plate,
Continue.
Alright, my number 3 would be Mystic Force Pink.
Okay, fair enough.
I was a fan of her for quite a bit, and I kind of need to rewatch that because my mind is bad. And I'm not saying it's in the gutter. It's like I actually forget quite a bit.
No, it's in the gutter.
Yeah, it's in the gutter.
We all know it's in the gutter.
Going on to number 2 is Jungle Fury Yellow.
I figured Jungle Fury Yellow would come in here soon.
And I had to swallow a little pride I have right now, and that early episode where she was dancing at the yeah, I like that.
You guys get that subtle pun of pride, right? Because Jungle Pride Megazord, that's his number 1.
No, it's actually quite a. It's a bit of a hard one, but I'm actually going to hop over to.
It is a bit of a hard one today.
And I have a tough one for for my number 1 spot.
But who you going for? I want to hear this.
Akiba Yellow.
Oh, he done skipped Power Rangers and went to Super Sentai.
See,
I thought we were keeping it Power Ranger related, but he done Super Sentai both of us.
No one said we were sticking to Power Rangers.
We did.
well,
because if that was the case, my number 1 would be the fucking Gokai Pink. I would wreck me some yellow fever.
You know what I'm saying?
Really, Gokai Pink?
Gokai. Let me tell you something about Gokai Pink. Let me explain something to you. I never in all my life has some curves been fitted.
I'm sorry, Melvin, but your princess is in my castle now.
Look, and I will come fucking rescue. I don't give a damn. I will wreck a motherfucking shop. Let me explain something Let me explain something. I don't understand about Gokaiger's uniforms. I don't know what the fuck it was, but these were form-fitting uniforms. Because, boy, I say, boy, woo! Like, woo!
Alright, continue. Why is Akiba Ranger number 1?
Well, for one, I have a bit of a thing for cosplayers.
Okay.
Which shouldn't be that odd. And she was always an interesting character. I mean, I don't know, there's just, it's hard for me to really describe. There's a lot that I do like about her. And the episode where you see her mother is actually kind of one that made me appreciate her a bit more.
Okay,
that's
fair
fine,
enough.
That's fine, that's fair enough. Okay, since all
but it was kind of tough because I do like both the female Akiba Rangers. And I'm still missing out on a good bit of Power Rangers, but...
Okay.
I'll hold on to my noob title for this one. Like, yes, I'm missing out on still a bit of that, so...
Alright, so we now move on to our next topic, which is the hottest villains of Power Rangers. Strictly...
And of course, we're going to top 3 again.
No. We're just going to go top 1. We're just going to go top 1.
I'm letting y'all start. I'm going last.
And we are strictly sticking to Power Rangers just so we can make that clear so we don't get a fucking curveball thrown at us.
Yeah.
Well, I've only seen like a couple seasons of the Sentais and the Kamen Riders, so my ammunition on that is low.
Okay, so start us off, Eric. Start us off.
First, I have to give an honorable mention. Actually, I'm trying to like who gets the honorable mention and who gets the actual top. You know, honorable mention goes to Necroli from Wild Force.
Look at you. Look at you.
Okay, you know.
I kind of figured Nicola was gonna come in here.
You know, she's got the body, you know, but she's got the head of a bat. But you know, that's
to
each his own.
To each his own.
Actually, no, not Nikolai. I'm thinking the wrong person. Toxica.
Oh, from Wild Force.
Yes, Toxica from Wild Force.
Okay, Toxica. Okay.
Neat.
And my top one would actually be Camille from Jungle Fury.
Okay.
Very nice. Speaking of which, the Power Rangers fans want to correct you because I've had some mail. Okay, the Power Ranger fans want to correct you. That's not her technical monster form. That's her actual Ranger suit. Because in the Sentai, that's what she henchioned into was her Ranger suit.
Well, that is my bad. Then I have not seen the Sentai for Jungle Fury, so that was information I did not have.
All right. But okay, so he understands that. He understands that. So let's see. Now I'm going to throw out my honorable mention. My honorable mention would be I had her name. Tip of my tongue.
Is it the Turbo?
No, Drakinax from Lost Galaxy. Yeah, Drakina from Lost Galaxy. She's my honorable mention, you know, because I still have a little bit of a goth craze. You know, I like my goth girls. I like them when they all dress up in black and, you know, wear black lipstick and all that good stuff because, you know, that's very attractive to me. But hey, I can't say anything. I'm attracted to Tina when she wears her cowboy outfit on Dead or Alive, which is just a vest, a cowboy hat, and some cowboy boots. And you know, that's just me though. That's a whole nother story.
We're letting our inner dickhead speak.
Okay. My number one all-time hottest villain goes to the movie Rita that's about to appear. Baby, you can float over my bed and tell me you've killed Rangers before.
She won't be floating.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I knew this was coming.
I should have expected this.
I started off hating this movie, but damn, Rita, ooh, baby, and you just wave your hands and putties just come up out of the ground, something else is coming up when you wave your hand. I'm just saying. You know, we pull the Deadpool and we'll do it every season that you want to do it on.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Okay, so hit it off, Melvin.
Okay.
Hit it off.
Look, I made sure I was last for this reason right here. Okay, so my honorable mention is the only tie I'm having today is because it's a tie between, Camille
Okay.
and the new reader. Not gonna lie, the only reason being is because, okay, I'm sorry. I slick had a fantasy before now. I saw a reader in a Camille Hinchin outfit, and I swear to God, them curves in that ass. All I knew was, baby, I'm finna get a Twitter account just for you to hack it. Like, I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry. Woo! But you can't even close. I swear to God, if they just put you in that outfit and you just hinching in. Now, woo! Ooh, Jesus! But they better not give you they better not tell me that you finna be the new Green Ranger. I swear to God, I'll let you be my hero all day long. But my number.
She can be your hero, baby.
I ain't got time. But look, like
I
said. But however, my number one, and I have to go back to tradition because this is always true. My number one is and forever will be motherfucking Scorpion. Goddamn Scorpion. Let me tell you something most folks didn't realize about that little Asian persuasion over there. That one there. Jesus. Okay. Now, Marcus ain't the only one that goes behind the scenes for Power Rangers. Like look. I went behind the scenes. I looked at some stuff. I saw her outside of her costume. That woman got goddamn curves for days. I ain't know she has. Jesus. But me being a little kid, I ain't know what the fuck I was looking at. But Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. Got the fan shirt. Jesus got the fan shirt. Y'all don't understand, but that one there, woo. That mic is hot. That mic is hot right now.
All right, guys. All right, we got one more Valentine's. Okay, well, we got two more Valentine's Day topics, and then we're going to go into our other normal topics. Okay, just because it just popped up, we can't be unfair to the ladies. And this is nothing gay, which I have no problem with.
Well, we don't have a female host here, so
Yeah.
I mean, if we had a female host here, she'd be going all guys.
Yeah,
Well, she might get some.
Okay, so in an honest opinion, who was the best looking male ranger?
Hold on. See, I already had this well prepared. Cause see, I knew this was coming. Didn't tell nobody, but I knew this was coming. See, I'm in a group that, while they are nerdy, they are pervy. We ain't gonna announce their names. But I already kind of asked because I knew this was coming. So, here's the thing. At the top of the list, all the females I asked, and believe me, all the females I asked said the same damn thing. Jason David Frank can get the business.
Of course.
All the females. Look, it was a toss-up tie.
I actually have to disagree with you because I've also asked females, and Leo from Lost Galaxy actually, to a lot of them, beat out Jason David Frank for one simple thing. When he's in that battlefield and he stands up and he just grabs his shirt and he rips it off and he's all ripped and shit. Yeah,
He's got
Look,
Danny's got that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Leo was tired. I'm not gonna lie. Leo was tired. I would have thought, the Red Ranger would have been there, from the original Mighty Morphin. But no. It was Jason David Frank as not Green Ranger, as White Ranger. There was like him in that White Ranger suit for some reason just did some strange things to them. I was dying laughing. Now, the other one that I had, which was kind of odd, well, it wasn't odd for me, was Zach. When Zach was dancing, I swear women went googly-eyed for no apparent reason. So, And now the last one that I had that was brought up for me in this group, which I kind of, once again, was like, wait, are you serious? Was my boy Billy.
Well, yeah, especially when they let him stop being such a nerdy type and let him.
Yeah, when they let Billy, I mean, that's I kind of think that's what brought on the nerd thing of Billy was the beginning for me to like. For what women say, Billy was the beginning for me to like nerd guys. I've heard this too many times.
Right,
already.
right. I mean, he went from wearing overalls and dorky clothes and stuff to like at the end of Zeo, he was. He was in tank tops most of the time, and, David Joyce, who plays Billy Cranston, who is the Blue Ranger, he is actually, before he started Power Rangers, he was actually a male model. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, we just gonna set that out.
All right, Eric. Oh, wait. I do have one more that I got from a couple of female friends. And that was Jason Font, a.k.a. the Eric from Time Force Red.
Yeah.
I think his name is Eric on there.
Yeah, I can understand that. I recently actually watched the Wild Force, Time Force crossover, and I was like, yeah, I can see that.
And the thing with that is I believe it's him. I want to say it's him. Yeah, it is him. He voices Leon from Resident Evil 4 and up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did not know that.
All right, Eric, throw it out there.
I think it might be a tie for like the best looking Power Rangers for two different reasons.
Okay.
First one is the Red Wild Force, mainly because he's more of the muscular one.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure women like some of the wild guys.
I see what you did there.
I'm not a part of this.
And Casey from Jungle Fury.
Okay.
And I think he has the facial looks, as opposed to what the Wild Red has for muscles.
Okay. So, before we move on to the last Valentine's topic, I actually have to mention this, and I'm sorry, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever.
Listening to this?
Yeah, I am very sorry. I have to actually make a formal apology because on the last podcast, I made a joke about the LBGT community. Some of them found it funny and hilarious, while others found it very offensive, and we have a couple of them that listen to our podcast. So I will go ahead and make my apology here live on the podcast. I am sorry for saying that LBGT sounds like the best BLT sandwich I've ever had. I'm sorry for offending the ones that I offended. So with that being said, again, guys, I truly apologize for offending the LBGT community. And I have a dark sense of humor, so yeah, sorry about that.
And he's not the only one, so we may have to be making some apologies in the future. Probably me.
I'm going to say this, and this is nothing against anybody. This is to all human beings because, like I said, your resident Dragon Zord owner here, I'm blunt, and I don't care for human beings in general. While we will keep it in line, I do say this, and this is the only time I am going to say this for any and everybody one last time. If there is something that offends you, people, humans, leave it alone. Go away from it. If you have to start a war behind it, then by all means, do not look crazy. Do not look foolish. Do not look stupid when someone else comes at you to defend that very thing you attacked. Now, that's not to say, hey, he was not wrong for what he said. No. Whatever happened, happened. He apologized. That's fine. My only concern is, folks, this is a podcast. This is a adult podcast. It's for kids, but it's an adult podcast. If there are things that make you trigger happy, there are things that, as you quote unquote, trigger you, move on. There's such thing as freedom of speech. Everybody has that right. So, leave it alone. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Alright, guys. The last Valentine topic is throwing a little surprise curveball. The best couple in Power Ranger history.
How many are there?
We just going to go ahead and say it right now. And we'll end it right here, right now. No one else has the answer. Tommy and Kimberly were the best. That's just all it was. We're going to end it there.
Wrong. Wrong.
Okay, can we just get can we seriously answer my question? How many couples are there through the Power Rangers history?
I have no idea.
Because we have the one in Ninja Steel. I know we have one that developed in Jungle Fury.
True,
and
true.
we have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers one. Is there any others?
Look, in Power Rangers history, I don't know. In Super Sentai, lots.
Oh yeah,
Lots. Lots.
There is one in Dino Thunder. There is one in Dino Charge. Cause
I wouldn't know about that because I haven't watched Dino Charge at all.
Super Mega Force. It starts to blossom at the
You
end.
guys told me not to watch
garbage.
Super Mega Force, so I wouldn't know that.
Okay, so I have to disagree with you, because even though they were a couple, they never acted like a couple. And Kimberly gave him a Dear John letter to break up with him.
And
These two fought in basically an intergalactic war and put their lives on the line, and you don't have the common courtesy to break up with him face to face. You give him a Dear John letter. So the best couple in Power Ranger history is Ninja Steel's couple, because they're actually a fucking couple.
It's like you said that.
And they are the first interracial couple in Power Ranger history. Even though she looks like a watered down version of Michael Jackson, I will give it props to them. But at least if they stayed the course, she will not end up giving the Yellow Ranger a fucking Dear John letter. Ah!
Wow. Well, let me interject with mine real quick, and even though it's not an actual couple throughout it.
Okay.
Oh man, what is the? And I'm going back to Jungle Fury again.
Again.
Notice the trend.
Trend.
But it was yellow and blue, because they had kind of a relationship going on. It wasn't a full-blown romantic one, but by the end of it, I believe it actually did become a romantic one.
Right.
Because they always had that lunch they always had lunch every day.
Right.
And the Blue Ranger ended up taking it a bit too seriously when Yellow got too close to Casey.
Yeah,
but
true.
they sorted that out by the end of the series. Hey, became more romantic.
True. And then Saban forces Cat down Tommy's throat. And forces it down our throat.
We still on this. Look, I gave it up a long time ago.
I think we know why this topic was thrown in now.
Yes, I gave it up a long time ago.
Oh, God. And honorable mention has to go to Ashley and Andros from In Space, because they actually went out on a date, and she showed them, and they actually got, from what Power Rangers fans have gotten together and stuff, they actually do get together at the end of In Space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rant is over. No more Dear John letters.
Is it? Is it over?
It is over.
Sure?
It is over.
Are you
Okay.
sure there's not a little bit of extra rage in there?
I will send you a Dear John letter, and it will be over Kimberly style.
Just burn it. I don't have any use for a Dear John letter.
Okay, so moving on.
By the
Movie
way,
news,
By
guys.
the way, fuck John.
Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted.
Nah, fuck you.
Okay, so this is a very rated R podcast today.
Thanks to me.
I'm not involved.
Alright, so guess what, guys? We've got even more movie news. We are going to break down the new trailer that was released, showing off more of the Zords, showing off more of Goldar, and showing off just about everything, basically. So, with that being said, take it away, Talos.
It's always on me for the movie news. Because they like to see me just go the hell off. As always. Okay. The movie is sitting on the fence for me because, yes, it has some great points. It has some good-looking views. But at the same time, it's
Rita.
still... Look, she still get the business. It ain't over. This day ain't over with. But, at the same time, I still hate, and I do say hate, how they got the enemy. A.K.A. Goldar, A.K.A. Neo Goldar, A.K.A. what the fuck is that?
The literal gold shit.
Like, why the fuck is it dripping off of him? Like, bruh, like, it's suckish. But anyway, I saw the new movie poster. I actually went to the movies, and I saw it up in the movies. I'm not gonna lie, it looks awesome. It looks goddamn great. Like, woo! Like, yeah, it's there. It's perfect. Now I saw the trailer. I will say about the trailer, what I feel from the trailer is, while I do like the way the trailer looks and I do like how they have the Zords, I must say once again, it does look like a Michael Bay movie. It looks like they took the Dinobots from Michael Bay's movie and just kind of tried to streamline them and smooth them out a little bit so it's not so many metallic parts sticking up and everywhere like that. But not only that, I hate the fact of the cockpits being the way they are. That's my only thing. Other than that, I kind of like it. I give it a 7 at the moment. Like I said, until I go see it, which I am going to go see it the day of. We are all going to go see it the day of. But,
Facebook Live.
I just give it a 7. What's your thoughts, Marcus?
Alright, I was actually going to give it to Eric, but...
Well, I'll take it.
Take it, Eric.
So far, my opinion is honestly unchanged. I mean, the trailer kind of seems a bit more...
Okay, I'm taking it back,
No,
Eric.
no, no,
I'm
no,
taking
no,
it
no,
back.
No. I will chop your head off with an axe.
See, okay, there we go. There we go.
But it seems it's because we're getting a lot of the same stuff. I mean, we already know what Goldar looks like. Then the new enemies that they showed, those rock things, I've heard someone refer to them as putties, and I'm just thinking, we have no confirmation of that.
No, those are the putties.
Really? Those rock things are the putties?
Yes.
Why?
So y'all know why I kind of hate the enemies.
Well, it actually sticks better because they were made out of clay. It wasn't shown in the Mighty Morphin, but in Zoo Rangers, they always formed out of clay, and a couple of times they did come up from the ground and stuff.
Well, I can understand that, but it seems like they're more golems than just like...
I mean, in Mighty Morphin...
Well, that's what they were called in
in
Zoo Rangers, is golems.
In the original Mighty Morphin, and what I do mean by the original Mighty Morphin, because they've done Mighty Morphin like 3 different times now. In the original Mighty Morphin, the one that actually came on Fox Kids, they did show one of Rita's henchmen. I do forget his name. He was the Tinkerer. He's what really created the monsters.
Finster.
Yeah, Finster. He created the monsters out of putty. You saw him make them, and then what will happen is they go through the machine and just pop out, and he pop out multiple copies of it. But they showed it made out of clay, because they did show him like heated up in like a kiln.
Right.
But
I'm still not a big fan of how they look.
Okay, I mean...
But other than that, it's just nothing hasn't really changed my opinion.
Have you seen the movie posters?
I think I might have.
What? Okay.
I mean, it's been a while since I may have actually seen them, because I probably seen them back in January, and we were doing the guest stuff. So.
Right. All right, so
sadly, it's not fresh in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, so what do you think about since we got more revealed of the Megazords and them actually doing stuff? How do you feel about that? Or are you still on the fence about that as well?
My opinion the trailer has not changed my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing that's new that's come up with the trailer are the putties, which I already just said.
Right.
And Goldar, but we already have our opinions on Goldar. The golden turd.
Right. All right, so I'm going to take over, and I'm actually going to bring goodness to this thing. I'm just going to say this at the very beginning of my review for this trailer and my thoughts on the movie so far that we've seen. And it is just one thing. I want him to look at the Rangers, and I want him to go, "Say my name." And for all my Breaking Bad fans out there, we all know who's playing Zordon.
Yes.
And if Alpha would have went, "Science, bitch," I would have lost my shit. I
probably would have gave this a way better rating if they'd said that.
But the movie, if Zordon would have said, "I'm the one that morphs first," I would have been done. I would have been done. Or if he would have started hollering out Malcolm, because he played Malcolm's dad. You know.
But I think that would have been a bit too old.
Yeah.
People know Breaking Bad more than Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Depending on what you like more.
All right, so now getting back to on subject of this thing, I actually love this trailer more than I love the first one. YouTube has probably asked me to stop watching that trailer. I've watched it so many times.
You watched it more than the Rita reveal?
Yeah, I've watched it more than the Rita reveal because this one has more Rita in it, and she's actually whooping Power Ranger ass.
That explains why you're watching this one more.
I had to disagree with Eric here because they are bringing a little bit of Zyurangers in by calling them. They're still called putties, but the way they're made and stuff, they're very much like the golems of Bandora, and which is cool and everything. And I think it's cool that she's actually using clay and stuff from the Earth itself. Because if she's trying to wreck Earth and wreck the Power Rangers and stuff, it makes sense she would use stuff that hurts the Earth. Am I not right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and on top of that, I love the big open feel of the new command center. The new command center felt open. It actually has some shots of the Zords inside the command center. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty neat. However, the bad thing is I don't like how Zordon's not in a tube. He just randomly appears on the wall like a projection, which is fine. And he does look like Bryan Cranston. I think I know his name is Brian. But he looks good on the thing. I just don't like that they didn't give him a tube or anything.
Oh, hey, it's not easy to break this time.
Yeah, it's not easy to break this time. I love the whole fact of they actually have to train to fight Rita and stuff. They don't automatically know what they're doing, and that's definitely a plus for me because I love the interaction between the blue and the Black Ranger. Oh my God, when they're in that little swimming hole, and all the colors start lighting up, and the Blue Ranger, who's the black guy, he goes, "Oh, cool, I'm black." And the Black Ranger, who's played by an Asian guy, goes, "Oh, cool, I'm black." And when he looks at him, he goes, "No, you're not. No, you can't claim that." I lost my shit. This Billy has got me laughing so hard these past two trailers. Okay, because the Asian one is a bit cocky. When Zordon makes holograms of the putties, he's like, "These guys are just putties. How hard are they going to really be?" And he hits him. He gets decked. And what does the Blue Ranger do? Those are some hard-hitting ass holograms, aren't they? He cusses again. I love this. And then Rita and the Yellow Ranger go at it. They fight. I believe there's going to be something going on between those two. Other than that, I really love this. I love the fact that you see the saber-toothed tiger actually doing something besides shooting a laser out of its tail. You see it actually jump onto Goldar, and it's biting him, it's, clawing him. You see the T-Rex combined with the pterodactyl to do some special attack. It brings diversity to the Megazords. It doesn't make them a one-note Zord. Like, it's very nice. And then at the end, they give you a little hint of the Megazord, which we all know how we feel about that. But I'm not going to get in. Yes. So I'm not going to get into that. Does anybody, that's my opinion on the movie trailer itself. I'm pretty sure somebody here has got, a little problem throwing a little salt my way.
Fuck Goldar.
No one's throwing salt your way. No. This time, I politely keep my salt in hand. For now.
Yeah, for now, because we got some stuff in the future that it's gonna need a lot of salt.
Yes.
We're on the phone for the fast food joints. Like, that's how much salt we're gonna have in the next few podcasts.
Very, very, very few. Speaking of which, before we get to our next topics, sponsors. Do you like Subway? Do you like paying $6 for a foot long sub, or would you like to pay $5 for the combo, which is a 6-inch sub with chips and drink? You can all get that at the Subway all over your states and all over your towns. And we are also, this podcast has been made and brought to you guys by
Nightmare Inc. Productions and Magma Cleric Productions. Yes, indeed.
And we also have t-shirts, limited time only posters, limited time only shirts, everything you could possibly want at TeePublic that represents our podcast. As always, please go to TeePublic. You can now, we have fixed the issue, you can now go on to TeePublic, go to the search bar, and you can type in It's Morphing Time podcast store, and you can pull up our store on there finally.
And don't forget that everything you buy does help us get new equipment and actually go out to see you guys.
Yes.
Hey, we will be out at Ranger Stop on November. So please, y'all, help us get there.
Yes.
Help us get to you. We want to come to Orlando and see you.
Yes. And speaking of which, guys, get ready to gear up because it's going to get intense and it is going to get fiery. Megazord March Madness begins, and it begins in 3 days. You have until the end of February to vote on who's walking out of the first round into the second round, which we will reveal in the first podcast of March, which March is going to be a very special month, because not only do you get one, not only do you get two, but we will be doing 3 whole podcasts to cover the March Megazord Madness tournament. So, February, at the end of February, we are talking about who we think is walking out the first round. Then, at the beginning of March, we will be talking about who's walking out in the second round. Then the second podcast, semifinals. And then we will be talking about the finals. We will talk about who has stomped out who is walking away March Megazord Madness champion. So guys, get ready for that and be very ready for this. Alright, so our next topic is the new Sentai, which I am sorry guys, I am very bad at pronouncing, so please pronounce the new Sentai.
Go ahead. I want to see how you pronounce it, and I can go from there.
I don't even remember the name of the Sentai. I know it's based around astrology, and I know it's based around
the
zodiacs, but I don't remember the name. It's too long for me to remember.
Yes, it is. This is the reason why I'm not going to say it. It's long.
Don't ask me. indeed.
It is long. However, don't worry, y'all. I'll get back to you on it. Don't worry. Me being your resident Super Sentai head here, I will be getting back with y'all on that. However, yes, we have a new Super Sentai. This is going to be Zodiac based, and let me tell y'all something. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be completely and utterly
the
awesome.
Chinese Zodiac, right?
No. It's the actual Zodiac. It's like Scorpio, all that.
Ooh,
Scorpio,
this is
Libra.
interesting.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Scorpio is orange. Scorpio is motherfucking orange.
Capricorn.
Look. As far as I know, I don't think there's a Capricorn. I don't think there's a Cancer either. But
there's not an Aries yet.
Yeah, there's an Aries.
No, there's not.
It's not Aries.
No, there's no Aries. Not yet.
But I know we have a Taurus. We have matter of fact, let me tell y'all who all we got right here, right now, and I can tell you. Okay, it's Cure Ranger. It's the Uchu Sentai Cure Ranger. Like I say, right now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We do have Libra, we have Scorpio, we have Leo. Y'all know Leo is the front. However, we do have some weird constellations as well because of the fact that they are constellations that you normally don't have. I don't really know how to pronounce. I don't really know what to call the constellation for the Cobra or the Snake. Just like I say, it's not really representing Draco.
Well, if it's it could also be from the Chinese zodiac of Snake.
Yeah, it could too. You also have the Chameleon, which is I forgot which constellation because one of my brothers told me which constellation it was, but I'm not sure. Besides those, like I said, you have Taurus. Make sure I have it right. I do think you have that's either Aquarius or Capricorn, I believe. It may be Capricorn. That is blue. Let me see what else. We do not have Gemini just yet. I don't think we do, unless Gemini is yellow, but I don't think that's Gemini. I know. No. Actually, yeah. Capricorn is. I believe Capricorn is blue and Sagittarius is pink. If I'm looking at it correctly. Yeah, Sagittarius is pink. Like I say, I will get them all to y'all soon enough. Don't worry. It's definitely coming up.
I think there's a lot of information out right now.
It's a good bit.
Because they're getting ready to start showing it.
Yeah, I've seen the Zords. Not gonna lie. I like the Zords, I do. The only thing, though, that I do say for toy collectors that's really going to be a bother is the fact that the Zords separate. They have what is called like a little bubble cockpit that separates, and you can move it around. This Zord is one of the few Zords that's really, really interchangeable with itself. So it's like, since there are 9 Rangers, you can make almost 2 different completely... You can make about 4 different complete Zords.
And that's actually very very interesting because in Sentai this has never been done. This is the first Sentai that starts off with 9 Rangers as a team.
Yeah, and that's kind of tied for like the most there is in Sentai, right? Like in one team.
And and it's very it feels from the trailer that I've seen, it feels very very Lost in Space ish. I mean, I think one of the Bull Ranger, the one with the Taurus, is an actual alien.
The Blue Ranger is an actual alien because I know that's
one of them is a robot. I can't remember which
pink one.
The pink one's a robot.
Yeah, pink one's a robot.
So yeah, it's a very diverse cast of things, and like I said, it has a very Lost in Space kind of feel to it. And as for the toys, I mean, it's for like, and I mean this in no way, shape, or form any bad things towards Talos Gundam, but if you're just now beginning, I would not go for this toy. If you're just now starting your collection, because they're going to have so many orbs to change in and out of, just like but then again, this is also a double-edged sword. You can start with this one and hopefully keep up with all the orbs, because you don't want to have the Hurricane Ranger type of thing where if you didn't start collecting Hurricane Zords from Hurricane Rangers,
Yep.
you missed out on a lot of the weapon orbs. And some of them you can only get through the mail. So they're going to be sky-high prices on eBay. Other than that, the Zord looks fine. It, a little rounded, but it looks better than Zhuanger's Cube Zord, which that was another one that was very interchangeable, but very, I've watched, I can't pronounce his name. He's Chinese YouTuber, and he does all the Super Sentai Zords and stuff, and he just got done doing the Zhuangers, all of their Zords, and some of it is just very lackluster. Literally he took Gorilla Zord, which is 5, I believe, or 4, I can't remember, and just put it on 2 and 3. And it looks the same, except the upper part looks a little bit beefier.
Yep, this is your whole wild.
Yeah, and it looks ridiculous. Now, I will give it to him. Jurel is awesome. I like how they all combine with Jurel.
That piece of shit. That's a piece of shit. It basically, it's the little bitty toy that they just cut a string off of. You know that little whale that you used to have as a kid that you used to pull behind you that has the spout that just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what that was. Let me tell you something. First of all, excuse me, Nutters. That's the dog that's here with us today, the Power Ranger dog. Here, ladies and gentlemen, good dog around the applause. However, let me cut the fool just real quick. That whale is a piece of shit. That whale as a toy pissed me off. The whole cube set pissed me off. I swear to God, they better not bring this adaptation over to America, which they're trying to do, which is going to piss me off even further. Because what are you trying to do? Hey, you got blocky ass weapons. And then look, I can understand if you made this damn toy where it can move. No, you're sticking the sword right through the fucking middle, and it's the goddamn head, and you just swing the middle. Fuck you. No.
Well, actually, you only use that. The sword comes out. You just use the sword to stick the head on, and then the sword comes out and becomes the sword.
I understand that, but that's the point. Like, you just have the sword. You might as well just leave it in there. Hey,
that's
look,
true.
there's a long fucking spear. I can just do this. I'm a jab with my core. The fuck is this?
My thing with Zero that I thought was I will admit that I thought was pretty cool was, yes, he has the little water thing shooting out the top of his head. That actually becomes his weapon, and it's like an axe or some kind of thing. And it looks alright, it looks decent. But I still hate that whole Zord line. But I will collect that Zord line. But I will not get the American ones when they come out. No sir. I'm gonna go ahead and start collecting the actual Sentai side of just that one. So Eric, did you do any review? Did you study up on this?
No, I did not.
All right, so we're done with you today. So moving on.
Yourself.
See?
No, go eat a dick.
See, that's just rude.
That's just rude.
That's just rude.
Our Viking is being very rude. Very, very rude.
Yeah, I didn't review it because I thought, oh hey, they actually have episodes out, and I look at the wikis.
Yeah, they have episodes coming up. Like, they haven't had them out yet, but they have episodes coming up.
Yeah, Zhuanger is just about. Zhuanger is just about to wrap up.
Yeah.
So it won't be long.
We're going to have an episode airing, maybe this month, early next month?
Yeah, maybe early next month.
March is very big for Power Rangers and Sentai right now.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so you didn't do any review on Wiki about it or anything?
No, I did a little bit, but I did like just a little glance. Don't you fucking shame me.
Alright, so now we are moving on to We're going on a podcast. We're going on a podcast. We're going, go, Ninja Steel.
Go fuck yourself with a rusty eye. Go fuck yourself with a rusty rake.
Okay,
Ninja Steel.
I think Viking needs a little timeout. I think he's just...
Yeah, we're going to have the Viking too.
I have had that song in my head for a bit too long.
We're going to have the Viking have a timeout. But I agree, Viking.
So
yes, the song, it gets irritating after a while.
It's too catchy.
So go sit in the corner, Ninja Steel.
See, we ain't got time. But look, okay, since we're going on to the topic of quote-unquote Ninja Steel.
We are reviewing the 3 episodes and what we're thinking so far.
Let me explain to y'all before my Super Sentai brethren start to cuss everything out among the sun.
Fuck Ninja. There we go.
Look, Ninja, yeah, it was bad. It wasn't all that great. It was bad. But at the same time, Ninja Steel is going to be dark, folks. It's very dark. It's dark, and I enjoy it. This shit here is very fucking awesome. The first 3 episodes, let me tell you something. Never in all my life have I wanted them to just go back and just take RPM and just redo RPM in this same manner and just leave the dark edginess. Like, it's there. I can tell it's going to be great, and I have to agree. That woman on that hoverboard.
Woo! That's my new band. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
That woman on that hoverboard.
I can't say fuck her because you're gonna do that.
Look,
You're
that
gonna try.
that right there is gold. We just gonna play like that. Take it away, Marcus. Take it away.
Okay, so we have Brody, who is the new Red Ranger.
What kind of fucking name is that, by the way?
I
That's a weird sounding name, Brody.
mean, you know, it is what it is, and you know,
And
it's
I'm pretty sure there's probably a Brody that listens to our podcast and saying, "Hey, fuck you, Eric."
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and if you are the person who's doing that, fuck you too.
I'm so sorry. I'm Viking. I'm gonna stop and apologize right now, so we don't have to apologize next episode. Our Viking is being very salty today towards not only us, the host, but towards our people.
What I'm going to do right now is
I mean,
Viking has been muted. Viking is now muted. He's going to wait for just a little while because we're gonna put the mute button. I'm gonna try to keep the kids entertained because the Viking is just on a rampage right now.
He's being very salty tonight.
Let me unmute him real quick. Are you okay over there, sir?
And mute him.
And you again. There you go. But yeah,
Okay,
you know.
no
we
offense to
got
anyone actually named Brody.
okay. So we got the Red Ranger Brody, who I love how the episode 1 starts off. You know, he's being trained by the greatest ninja of all time for that town. He wasn't the great. Well, in Brody, in his brother's eyes, he was the greatest ninja of all time, but technically he was the greatest ninja of that town. Then the ninja Crimson falls down from the sky and, you know, lands, and he chips off Ninja Steel, and he actually makes ninja stars out of the Ninja Steel, which go into the prism.
I don't think he actually got fully done with that because...
Well, he made the 6 ninja stars.
No, he didn't make the 6 ninja stars. That was the, core thing, and he ended up smashing it.
Yeah,
Because they're, in the prism, once he chipped away the Ninja Steel, there's, the core, basically the core, morpher.
Yeah,
which
and
he reached in, and it made him morph because the enemy attacked, but when the general grabbed it, he smashed it.
Right.
And then that ended up going in and turning into the 6.
Right, that's true.
They didn't make the ninja stars until the 3rd episode.
Right. I do like how, he becomes the Red Ninja Steel Ranger, and all of a sudden he disappears. You know, a big flash, and, you would think the villains, like most Power Ranger villains do, just get up and leave him. Bye, deuces. Leave the kids alone. Nope. He kidnaps Brody and the Ninja Prism. But I will have to say this. I mean, that was pretty dark for Power Rangers medium. But my thing with it is, how are you how do you have it bad as a slave when you have a red robot?
A robot robot partner and someone who can shapeshift into anything.
Yes, I thought we muted him. Let's
Look, no,
You can't mute me.
Not anymore at the moment. I turned the mute button off. But yeah, I have to agree with the Viking. How is it that you are treated like a slave?
Now,
when
if
you
he
have a robot
was,
partner?
if he was by himself, I can understand because, we can't leave because we're floating how many feet above the air. That's when we're not on a planet.
Right.
But you have a robot and a guy who can change into anything.
So what is the big deal? All you have to do is throw scrap metal into the furnace and melt it down for the bad guy. I mean, you don't have it that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not like you're polishing not like you're spit polishing the guy's boot.
Now, I understand he was on there for 10 years, and, that could have affected him somehow, not being with his family or what used to be friends.
But it doesn't seem to affect him too much when he gets back to Earth, and we don't see any of his other family.
Speaking of which, he falls from the sky and lands unharmed. I don't care what kind of ninja you are. There's no ninja training.
Well, I'm not even sure he had ninja training.
He did.
Well, how old was he when he
He was 10. Oh, 9.
I guess he couldn't be 10 because that would take him out of the range of teenage because 10 years passes.
Yeah. Well, he would be 9 or 8, but they specifically said in the beginning of it he had ninja training.
But I'm pretty sure 10 years is kind of hard to keep it all up.
Not if he keeps practicing. And from what I've seen, from what I can gather, they actually had him go into the gladiator fights and stuff. So he would have to keep.
I think that's something they should have shown, or at least hope they mentioned that.
Yeah. So then he meets Bay. He meets my baby. Then he meets the Blue Ranger, which a lot of people are iffy about him right now because he's a magician. And I'm sorry, the Blue Ranger is awesome right now. I'm loving him.
I'm on the fence too, but I'm closer to the side of liking him so far.
Right, and I honestly think if you guys want to throw shade and throw hate on the Ninja Seal side, please do it to the watered down Michael Jackson and the Yellow Ranger. Because the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, and the Pink Ranger's acting is just fine. They do a terrific job. But every time Yellow and White are by themselves, they do... Oh my God. They bring it back...
I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, come out. My bad.
They bring it back to the first couple of episodes of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's how bad of acting I think they do. Nothing against them. I just don't think they should have been cast as those two people because they feel very, very bland. Now, I will throw out the subject of it. Yes, everybody knows the original Yellow Ranger was recast due to some strains. So, and the original Yellow Ranger was mixed. However, I do think this was a good call on Saban's side because now you introduced the first interracial couple in Power Ranger history, which is a plus in my book. Other than that, and they actually do act like a couple, which I give them another plus for that. Other than that, the only thing I have left to say is, Saban, we get it, okay? You don't want to cast a white person as a white ranger. Okay, you don't want to make that mistake again, how you did back in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But Saban, it's been 26-something years, okay, or close to 20-something years, okay? Get over it. We're over it. We're fine. In fact, some of us are kind of mad that the movie didn't do that. So, we're okay. You don't have to, we can't have a white person be a white ranger. It's fine, Saban.
I want to bring something up real quick.
Go ahead.
Monty and Vincent.
They're the dollar store version of Balkan Skulls.
Just the fact that they're still, like, Bulk and Skull, I can imagine, had their place, but I feel like we're constantly bringing back, like, fill-ins for them. Can we stop that? Because every time I see it, just cut the scene. We don't need to see these two.
Right. And I hate that, Dino Charge did it, Super Samurai did it, but they had stands in front of them. But Super Dino Charge and Ninja Steel basically swapped out their cockpits and put Ninja stuff in the Ninja Steel cockpit. I hate them standing because they don't mirror their movements. They just stand there and swing their sword around like this.
Yeah.
They're ninjas. If you're going to let them do a full body cockpit where they're basically controlling their Megazord, let them do ninja moves. Let them drop a couple of kicks. Let them, disappear and reappear. Let them be ninjas. If not, then let them be in a sitting cockpit. I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of both of the standing one, because I'm a fan of G Gundam. But what G Gundam did was they got it right because the Gundam mirrored the pilot's moves. But I am a fan of the sitting cockpit. So, make up your mind. Also, why, Lord, does all of them have to have a mode to pilot the Megazord? Okay? The only ones that didn't was Megaforce and Super Megaforce. But that's because neither one of them had to go into a different mode for the Sentai. However, Shuriken and Samurai, they went into Samurai mode. You're already in Samurai mode. I don't know why you had to have bulked up armor to pilot a Zord. Dino Charge went into Dino Drive mode. Dino Steel mode. And that looked okay. But still, why? And now Ninja Steel has to have... And it just looks so...
Now, the reason being I'm going to say this for Ninja Steel is because with Ninja Steel, which I must say, once again, yes, the Ninja sucked.
Thank you.
Anyway, as far as the Zords go, the only reason why I say this is because of this type of Zord, which our Resident Viking was like, why does it look like a robot piloting a robot?
We all kind of. Well, I know.
The reason being for that is because this robot is able to change forms. The main robot is able to change forms, if you will, and everybody is able to sit there at a certain point. While the robot still kind of looks a little reddish, it looks like it's just a regular Red Ranger Zord. It does take on a whole nother different set because of the ninja stars making different heads, and that's really what it goes to play off of, because the ninja kind of played off of the ninja aspect, but at the same time with Zeo feel. That's kind of what they were playing with. That's the only reason why I say the toys, if I was to pick them up, they are pretty awesome, but yes, they do get bland over time because the only thing really different is the first of the it's just the stars for the first Zord, really, and then once you start getting to the Ultra Zord and everything else, that's when it starts to look different, But other than that,
And I just had to say this. Only one ninja team was actually a ninja team on the Sentai side, because I'm sorry, Hurricane Rangers sucked. They I don't know why, but Japan treats their ninjas badly, and I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why. Except for Kaku Rangers. Kaku Rangers was freaking awesome. However, we mistreated them in America by making them alien Power Rangers. We're not going into that. We're not going into that.
Oh, Alien Ranger. No, that shit was fucked up.
Yes.
Come
yes.
on, you fucked up.
But we did make up for it because Ninja Storm was actually better than Hurricane Rangers because they took themselves a little bit more serious. Not too serious, but they did a lot better job of actually trying to be ninjas instead of what Hurricane Rangers did. And then there's Ninja. We are the showy ninjas. You know, we like to show off. We don't hide in shadows. And then Ninja Steel. I'm sorry. The 3 episodes of Ninja Steel has already won me over with that. You know, Ninja can go to hell. I didn't like Ninja. I will never like Ninja. I thought Ninja was the most retardedest Sentai to come out. I don't hate it as much as I do Go Ranger because you know that was my number 1 pick for worst Super Sentai was Go Ranger, which was the very first Super Sentai. I still prefer Jacker. We should have started off the Sentai line. You know, that's just me though. Other than that, Ninja Steel, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 right now.
Well, when I started to watch Ninja Steel, I felt there was something off about it. Like, right from the start, it's like, this doesn't feel right.
In a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. It's like, it's...
Did it touch you in the bad spots?
Well, it touched you in some spots with, the pink
I'm
Ranger.
not at the table, so don't. This knife fight is not being hosted by me, so.
But just, I don't know, just something that felt odd when I was watching. I think it might be how Nickelodeon is doing the Power Rangers as opposed to like the other companies that did it.
Right.
And it's just there's some things I'm not a fan of. One of them, it feels like it's being a bit too cheesy.
Right.
I mean, one of the lines that are just like, you gotta be kidding me is, oh, you can buy a sword. You mean a Mega Sword? I was like, fuck off.
Yeah, that was a little bit cheesy. That was some ham for my Pink Ranger. That was some ham. So he was like, so we could combine them and make a Mega Sword?
Yeah, it was just the way it was delivered. Like, if it would have said, wait, you mean we can make a Megazord?
And that's when I'm behind it. No, honey, just no. You just keep looking forward. Just keep your mouth shut.
And another thing that this goes towards, like, stretches over to the Sentai side, and that's the Zords that they have.
Yes.
Because you have a ninja, a dump truck, a dragon, a dog, and a train.
Yes.
None of those fit together. Like, there's no correlating theme, but as I've actually seen from Ninja, it was based on their personality. Because Red was a ninja, Blue was an actual magician, and what goes with magic? Dragons!
Right.
And so on, and...
Well, see, I'm glad that you brought that up, because one of the lines that I didn't like... Well, I didn't like it, but I thought it was kind of hilarious. But also cheesy at the same time. It was cheesy hilarious. It was cheese on top of hilariousness.
Was it the fetch line?
Yes. Where she says, "Here, monster, fetch these."
No, don't say fetch.
Yeah, and the White Ranger's like, no, let me rephrase. The White Ranger goes, "No, don't say fetch." I just acted like the White Ranger from Ninja Steel, everybody. How did I do?
That I can, like, that, honestly, just think that, why was that thrown in there?
And I get it, and Ninja Steel, they're all kind of based around their emotions. Like you said, Red's a ninja, Blue is magician, he does the thing.
Yeah.
Pink is all about speed, so she gets a bullet train.
Yeah.
White is all about her dog, Kiba, and so her Zord is a dog.
Yellow, I assume,
is about his yellow truck.
Which apparently gets turned into a dump truck.
Yes.
Which I think, if I'm, for a Ranger, I think it's a Hummer, not an actual truck, but I can't remember.
No, it's an actual truck.
Oh, okay. It goes from truck to dump truck. Okay. That's a bit of a stretch, but...
Now, I do I do like how they summon the Zords when he goes, all right, we need the Ninja Zords. Ninja Zords, out of the shadows.
And
And
there's literally the red robot is hiding in a building.
And he just flips out. The dump truck comes out from underground. It's very, very cool.
I can't help but imagine like the actual people who have just experienced that.
Right.
It's like, I just picked up, like, what? Wait, what's going on? All of a sudden, the entire building just goes turning around. It's like, and everyone's in dark. It's like, what happened?
And I do, you brought up something about Nickelodeon, and I want us to debate about this. If Saban ever gets out of the Nickelodeon contract where they can only make 15 episodes and then have to take a break, or 10 episodes, however long it is, and take a break and then bring in Super or whatever Ninja Steel's going to be. I hope it's not Harden, Ninja Steel Harden. That would be ridiculous.
I think we did enough boner jokes.
Yes. All right, so this is the debate I want to debate amongst us is if Saban gets out of the Nickelodeon contract, do you guys think he should be better off with the way shows are being, how successful shows on Netflix are being right now? Should he bring the Power Ranger series over to Netflix where he'll have more control of it and he doesn't really necessarily have to worry about pleasing the children?
I'm usually just kind of iffy on going to Netflix because I am pretty sure Netflix is a common thing, but I'm not sure how many people have Netflix.
Oh, there's a lot of people that have Netflix. I mean, look at how
one of them.
Look at how successful the show. Look at how successful the Marvel shows have been. Stranger Things is getting a season 2 on there.
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of shows that were Netflix exclusives, and Netflix is actually right now rocking out. I've actually looked this up a while back.
Voltron is very hot right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Voltron.
I forgot Voltron, isn't it the Defenders of the Universe? It's actually
the one that was actually supposed to go to Nickelodeon. To be honest, it was actually supposed to go to Nickelodeon, but it didn't. And the only reason why it didn't go to Nickelodeon is because of how they wanted to do it. So it went to Netflix.
Yeah, and that's the one that's being made by DreamWorks Studio, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, one of the guys who voiced the guy from Avatar.
Oh yeah, Bolin, the guy who plays Bolin.
Yeah, he's on there, and that's just it. That already got greenlit for a second season, and it will be out later this year.
Yep.
So I think, in my personal opinion, you guys can voice yours. I'll let Talos over here have it after me. My personal opinion, I think Saban would very much needs to go to Netflix because of the simple fact we can get more than 25 episodes out of it, and you don't have to crunch down an entire 50 episode of a Sentai into just 20 episodes.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, having more episodes so it can actually thoroughly explain something.
Yeah, and it can actually go back to the way it was. I mean, because like the oldest Power Ranger series had around 40 episodes. Mm-hmm. So I mean, technically, that I personally think that's the best route to go. Talos, what about you?
Well, honest to God, truth, I don't really have an opinion on it because, to be honest, I feel like it could go either way. I do. I feel like it could go either way. If they go Netflix, yeah, it'll be better. It'll give you more episodes, but I do feel like if they stick with Nickelodeon, it'll still, produce some good quality shows.
Right.
So, I'm kind of on the fence on both. What's your feel?
Well, which one is which Power Ranger series has Saban had the most control in?
All of them. He's had control over all of them.
I mean, like, which ones went
Except-
most?
where it was Disney, I think it was
Yeah.
RPM and Overdrive.
Because this is where it gets confusing. Most of Wild Force was filmed with Saban until the last couple of episodes. Then Disney bought Power Rangers, and from Ninja Storm all the way up to RPM. RPM was the last Disney.
Yeah, and then the Nickelodeon one started with
Yeah,
the Samurai.
but Saban actually bought Power Rangers back, which cost him a buttload because you just don't buy
Yeah.
anything back from Disney without paying it out the butt. Sorry, Mickey Mouse, But seriously, he bought it back, and the Power Rangers have what we now refer to as the Neo Saban era of Power Rangers, which is Samurai, Super Samurai, Mega Force, Super Mega Force, and Dino Charge, Super Dino Charge, and now Ninja Steel. So,
well, and that's kind of a rocky thing there because you have Super Mega Force there, but Samurai wasn't too bad.
right, Samurai wasn't too bad. Mega Force was a big drop off because they was not. They got into a big rush with Mega Force because they were actually not going to adapt Gosei, the Goseigers. They wasn't going to adapt them. But when they watched the footage of Gokaiger, they had to adapt Goseiger because Gokaiger had used a lot of Goseiger's footage. When they transformed into the Goseigers. And so they had to adapt that, and then they just gave them the powers of Gokaiger because the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers came up, which when Super Mega Force came out, it was the 21st. And they missed that whole 20th anniversary boat right there, but they sold it like it was the 20th anniversary, but everybody knew it was the 21st anniversary. So continue with your debate. Continue about your opinion with it.
Well, it's for going Netflix. It's just I don't know let's say Samurai. I fully don't know if he had full control how it would have gone. Like would have done better, would have done worse.
Right.
And
true.
that's why I bring the question up, like, which one did he have the most control over? Like, which one did he have the most final say in? Because then we can determine, okay, well, since he had more control here, and it was a hit, we can assume that, yeah, it's more likely that he's able to make better on his own with more control.
And I want to bring this up. And I'm sorry for interrupting you again.
I did it enough times to you.
I want to bring this up. We see how he is doing when he's not with Nickelodeon, when he's not doing with a kids show, because Lionsgate, yes, is producing and making a Power Rangers film, but Saban has his hands in it, and we've already seen cussing in there. We've already seen, they're cutting up more. The acting is not as cheesy, and they're going all out in this.
Well, maybe then instead of going Netflix, you can go with the station that has a more adult-oriented audience, where you could say, yeah, we're going to do Power Rangers, but it's going to be more adult. Like, maybe have something closer to, let's say, how Toonami is. It's on Cartoon Network, but it's also at a time frame where you can put more adult shows on, like the reboot of Samurai Jack, for example.
But see, that brings up the problem there. I'm sorry, Melvin, did you have something to say? Well, that brings up the problem right there, though. Because if you have it way too late, you're not gonna make any money off it.
Well,
but
I'm
that's
just
what
saying, like, at a time frame where you can get like a more mature audience with something that can remember more fondly of Power Rangers.
Now, I have something to say. I waited for this bait. I waited. Now I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, so here's where I side with the Resident Viking. I don't side with this little red thing. But here's where I side with the Resident Viking. Okay, yeah, this is where he makes money. And not to knock you, old Magma Cleric, but yeah, he would make more money on somewhere like Cartoon Network doing something for Toonami. Reason being is because, hey, I don't have to hold back any longer. I can actually go and say, you know what? We're gonna revamp these shows. We're gonna redo some of these things because some of these were too childish for their own good. Let's do them right. Not only that, you can get the adult audience that you want because Toonami has proven it. Adults stay up late. Adults will stay up late, especially if it's a hit. And like right now, I know too many people that staying up for the whole Toonami lineup, especially with Iron Blooded Orphans and Samurai Jack coming out.
Hell, I can do it easy.
Oh, they staying up for this. Samurai Jack is a limited episode only. It's limited episodes. This is fixing to be, okay, you got old people coming back. So right. I know, so you know what I'm saying? I know it. If they did it, they could do it. But two, I understand, that concept of, okay, it can't be too late because
you have to get a sweet spot of it.
It can't be too late. But that's where you have to just plan it. You like you said, you have to plan it to get that sweet spot, that sweet time spot for it.
But see, there it is, right there again. You can get all of that on Netflix, or I wouldn't necessarily go with Amazon Prime Video, even though it is doing its own thing. It's doing pretty good. But it's not a major hit like Netflix.
I go with Hulu. If you don't go with Netflix, go with Hulu. There's too many people that have Netflix and Hulu, or either or, and they go back and forth on that.
Right.
I mean, and Hulu is more so oriented towards the TV shows. So if you want to have it, say, okay, you know what? We'll have two versions of this. We'll have one on Nickelodeon for the kids. Right. However, we'll have the uncut, the unedited on Hulu or Netflix, and you can go and pick it up and watch it just like you do the other episodes.
Right, and this is what I love. I love a heated debate like this. It's not too heated, but I love the back and forth. I love this. This is awesome. But my thing, I still get back to the Netflix. My thing with the Netflix is, most kids nowadays, unless they're 5 and under, really don't watch Power Rangers that much. The people who do is people like us, the older ones, or the people who are like, oh, Power Rangers is still a thing? I thought that thing died in the 90s.
That was kind of me up until I joined Marcus and his D&D stuff.
But, with Netflix, you can still get kids, because most kids nowadays, and I'm sorry, I hate it, it's this generation, most kids nowadays have smartphones, tablets, by the time they're like 6 and 7, and have access to this. A lot of parents plop their kids down on the thing. Here's Netflix, here's YouTube, watch it on your thing, watch it on your tablet, and the tablet watches your child. Sorry to throw that out there, but I think that's the best route that he should go for. You both get, look at Marvel. Not the Marvel stuff.
Look at DC stuff too, yeah. Look at the Marvel and DC stuff.
Well, I'm talking more about the live action stuff with Marvel, because it Netflix allows them to get dark and gritty and not hold back. The Jessica chick, Jessica Jones, that got dark right from the get-go. Do you guys know about Jessica Jones?
Oh yeah.
You know the Purple Man, and the people listening, I'm sorry if you got kids, cover their ears. The Purple Man basically mind controls her and uses her as his sex slave for like 4 to 5 years. She thought she could be a hero, and he got into her mind and basically mind controlled her and used her as a sex slave. And they bring that to Netflix. They mention that on the Netflix show. So there's not a whole lot that pretty sure you can't go up there and be a racist, bigot, and all that stuff on a show for Netflix. But Netflix is HBO basically, and if Power Rangers can get on the HBO, well, on Netflix, then you could have a seriously dark Power Ranger show. You can have a serious Power Ranger show. You can have a light-hearted Power Ranger show.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's say Netflix was around back when in space was a thing, and say you had Netflix back then, and they went with Netflix instead of Fox Kids. Imagine how much darker that could have been. That could have been so much darker, so much more adult. And then you'd have Lost Galaxy following up right behind it. And Lost Galaxy was already pretty adult for Power Ranger settings as well. So,
Yep.
so I'm saying if they ever get out of the contract with Nickelodeon, I'm saying the best route for Haim Saban's company is to go with the online media. Go with the online video. Go with Netflix. That is my final word with that.
I hope if he does, it's not a decision that breaks Power Rangers. I hope it's a decision that ends up giving us a better, more not as child and bright friendly Power Rangers, but just gives us a good Power Rangers, but also doesn't break Saban and prevents him from making any more.
I feel you on that.
Right, if he does this, if he does go with Netflix one day, if he gets up, Netflix right now is a juggernaut.
Yeah.
More people, I've seen a study of this, more people watch Netflix than they do their own cable TV.
Yeah, I can see why.
And think about this, if he makes more money doing Netflix, he can actually fully bring over the Sentai toys.
Yep, he actually could.
And with the voices and die-cast metal, but of course he'll change the voices over to the English actors and stuff
course.
like that. But we could actually have die-cast metal Power Ranger toys.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, guys. Before we go, we would like to thank Subway for sponsoring this episode. As always, guys, go down to Subway, get a 6-inch and chips and a drink for $5, and then get a foot long for
$6. Stuck in my head. I don't need another.
For $6. You can get a foot long. As always, this podcast has been made and brought to you guys by
Nightmare Inc. Productions and Magma Cleric Productions.
And always, guys, go check out our shirts. Get our shirts at
T Public. Yes, I'm still in the thunder. I don't care. It's T Public, y'all. Please, we need this. Go buy our shirts. Go buy these limited edition shirts. Cause me, Eric the Rig, and Magma Cleric would love to come see you guys. We're trying to get to Ranger Stop. We need to be there. Y'all see how I keep changing my voice for it? We want to get to Ranger Stop. Come on, man. We need to get there. Y'all want to see us, right? Y'all want to have fun with us, right?
And before we forget, we still have one more topic on our list.
We do?
The best female ranger. Overall best. Not the sexiest, not the best.
Oh, we
Yeah, we almost missed that one.
That one, yeah, that was supposed to be for the Valentine one and I replaced it.
Yeah.
Okay, so best female ranger, and then we'll sign off.
And we can't go to Sentai, so that takes the one I had in my head out.
Yes, no more surprise Sentai, please,
Well,
because we're keeping it ranger related here.
Well, this one wouldn't be a surprise considering how often we talk about this on the Sentai side.
So, Britt, since you brought it up, you brought it to our attention.
You go first.
You go first.
Yeah, even though, since we can't do Sentai, the one I chose was knocked out. So I had to think about this. Damn you two.
Hey, you could have just let us sign off, but
So
you
I actually wanted this topic in because, it's a topic we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
And, I think that the women that do listen to this want to stop hearing our boneheaded,
opinions. I gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, the actual like best.
And who you think? Who would you say? You know,
I would say Luca, but can't.
You can't say Luca. Let's go Cat Yellow.
Even though she was a badass.
Oh, and she had an ass.
Boneheaded.
we're still here. We're still here. Ain't my fault.
It ain't his fault. Ninja Steel.
See,
Go.
see, I knew it.
Boy, really fuck yourself.
See, okay, while he's over here thinking, I'm just gonna go ahead.
Go ahead and take it,
say
Melvin.
mine. Overall, the best ranger,
Female Ranger.
female ranger. I want y'all to understand this, female ranger, because I don't care. I just don't care. Pick Gokaija! I'm gonna sneak one in. I don't care. Pink Gokaija! Because that ass is real. It's popping in that goddamn zoo.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay, so we got that. We got that.
But yeah.
we're not talking about the hottest one.
I mean,
we're talking
yeah.
about the best
Yeah,
one.
but the best. I'm just being. I'm fucking with y'all. But the best. Okay, female ranger. Truthfully, had to actually come from. Actually, I say the best female ranger actually came out of.
Don't you steal it. I will shake you if you steal my choice.
You're gonna have to shank me because it was a tie between what was it? Dino Charge and
Which one? Because there
and
was
then I know it was a bunch of them, but like
Pink and Purple.
It was Dino Charge and then Ninja. Not Ninja, but Ninja Steel.
Okay.
It actually has to be between the purple Dino Charge.
Dr. Morgan, I think her name was.
And over in Ninja Steel, we already know who that is. It's Pink.
Okay, my baby, that's fine. That wasn't my choice, but good for. I'm not gonna shank you.
I got the dragon dagger ready. I have to lean back. I got the dragon dagger ready.
Okay, so Eric, are you still thinking?
I can't. Like,
Alright, so Eric's still thinking.
Hold on. I can't really pick any others aside from the Gokai Yellow, even though the Power Rangers won. Because I'm trying to compare like all of them, but I can't because she is such a badass. I mean, she's such a badass character, and as well, there's always like more to her. Because I'm trying to think of all the ones I've seen. Yellow RPM, as well as, I think, Silver.
What about the White Ranger from Wild Force? She was, she was pretty awesome, and she was the healer of the group.
Healer? Well...
She was the one that knew first aid more than
bad.
anybody else
Even
did.
though I'm pretty sure the princess spent more time healing them than her. But I don't know, with that...
You also have Tori, the blue ninja Storm Ranger.
We know my opinion of Ninja Storm, and it's not that high.
You also have the Yellow Ranger from Jungle Fury, and that's very high on your list.
Yeah, but there's something just like kind of stopping all of them, which Wild Force, it's just that I feel like with the way the female characters are, they don't get a lot of time to be more.
Right.
I mean, we see that the white Wild Force Ranger, she does a lot. I mean, she practiced karate, well, her family's martial arts style. She also went to classes, and she is pretty much a ranger.
Right.
She's close to how the Mighty Morphin Rangers were. She has so much going on.
Right.
Yellow, you don't get a lot of time with her. You know that...
She's a hard ass from the Air Force.
Yeah, she's a hard ass from the Air Force, but that's about it.
So I'm just gonna throw this another one from one of your favorites. It's from Mystic Force.
Alright.
It's not the pink or the blue, even though they could be up there. But in Power Ranger fandom, she is considered a ranger. You have the Right Ranger.
You don't see a lot of her like in combat.
Right, which I'll respect to the actor. We all know she passed away.
I mean,
so respect to her.
I think it's more with like the writing's fault. I mean, you
Right.
don't see a lot of her, and I mean, if we did, then maybe I'd be able to add more, but you don't see much.
Right. So who is your choice? Sticking with Rangers here.
Yeah, sticking with it, and that is, I would have to go to Jungle Fury. I have to go Jungle Fury Yellow.
Okay.
Because she has more stuff under her belt that makes her the better ones out of all those.
Right.
Because she becomes a kung fu master, and she also has a lot more as well. She not only has her style, she also has the elephants as well.
Right.
And she does seem like a pretty nice all around person.
She also has the penguin.
Oh yeah, the penguin. Forgot about that.
All right. So Melvin, what was you gonna say? You look like you was about to say something. Tell us.
I was just waiting. I want to hear yours.
Okay. The best female ranger, and I'm surprised neither one of you two picked it out, is Jin, the Pink Time Force Ranger. The only, seriously, guys, the only Pink Ranger who gets full character development, and
also got to wear kind of a rubberish suit in the crossover with Wild Force.
Yeah.
Which I'm questioning the choice of why they had to wear that.
What? Jin was awesome. Jin was a complete awesome badass. She did all of her stuff. You know, she thought she lost her husband, so she has to go back in time. She has to find his ancestor. She has to give his ancestor his morphin. And all this whole time she's fighting with herself about what she wants to do, if she should continue with being a Power Ranger or not.
Time Force sucked.
No, Time Force did not suck. Time Force was actually one of the darker Power Ranger series, since you like to talk about dark Power Ranger series.
Throwing shade. Y'all know I'm throwing shade. I don't care, I'm throwing shade. But, just having fun.
Jin was a very, very awesome. She had the most character development out of all the female Rangers.
I don't know that much because sadly I don't remember a lot of Time Force.
And she took the lead for the first almost half of the season. She was the leader of the Power Rangers, and you didn't see that at all with any of the other ones. They just kind of like, oh hey, we're the girl of the thing. Jin
because
took
generally the Red Ranger just takes up like, yeah, I'm the leader, because he's probably already experienced at that point.
Right, and Jin was the best one to me. All right, so guys.
Wait, hold on. We didn't hear his yet.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. It was a tie between the Ninja Steel pink one and Dino Charge.
Well, before we do go, I did want to make an announcement, because I know a couple episodes back I was asked about my opinion of the ending of Wild Force. I am still catching up on that. I have not forgotten. I will put my answer to that question in our Facebook group. I just wanted to actually announce that, yes, I'm still doing that. Just out of Albany, the weather's messing up, so it is hampering my ability to watch it.
He refuses just to go to YouTube and look up the ending so he can answer this question.
No, because then I won't get the full impact. I'm still not getting the full impact of when I was younger, but it's a better impact just watching the end out of nowhere. Like, I have no build up to this ending.
Right.
This way we have a build up here.
Okay, so with that being said, now all things aside, we want to thank our very special sponsor for this month, Subway. Get your $6 footlongs. They're no longer $5 footlongs. I found that out. And you can also get Subway, eat fresh. You can also get a $5 lunch combo, which is a $5 6-cent sub with chips and a drink. Also,
better than their deal they had last time. $5 footlong, that's $5 your entire lunch.
Yeah, so you have also, this podcast has been made and brought to you by
Nightmare Inc. Productions and Magma Clear Productions.
Also, you can check out our store at
T Public.
You got it right this time.
Well, no, you beat me to the punch.
And what do we have on T Public, Sir Viking?
we have t-shirts with various logos, emblems, and what have you. And we also have the posters, actual big posters of our current and past logos. Well, actually, no, not past.
Actually, it's just a limited time only.
Limited time. Limited time till the end of March. So buy it, and if you buy stuff on TeePublic, you can actually help us get to wherever you are. If you want us to, do a live show there.
Ranger stuff. Let me say it again. Ranger stuff.
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
We are going to hopefully be going to Ranger Stop pretty soon. Here in November, down in Orlando. I think it's at the Marriott Hotel. Don't quote me on that. I have to go back and look at it. Also, March 25th, the first episode of Kamen Rider Star Blazer comes out to YouTube. So make sure, not 25th, 25th. 25th. I'm the director of this and I don't even remember the date of it. That's sad. Alright, so with all that being said and done, I am your host with the most, Mag McClarick.
And I am your resident dragon ruler, aka the best host of all, Talos Gundam.
And I am your local Viking, Eric, the Wild Red Ranger.
And as always, it's back to action and may the power protect you.